That's exactly how Mummy feels. She's not allowed to show it to anyone. Not even you. Aren't you hungry, darling? We'll get across to the mainland. I just haven't got the faintest fucking clue how. But I bet there are still cows out there. Or goats. Won't be this awful stuff Mummy proves. Oh, you've got a cough. And a cute little runny nose. And a rash that keeps getting worse. Oh, and a fever. Dear Lord, please don't let it be measles. Oh my God. Babies die of measles. How the hell do I treat it? Where the fuck am I gonna get cod liver oil? Cod liver oil. Yes, Dr. Verloc does have some. But he's pretty pissed off at Mummy right now. But I'll die if I don't get cod liver oil. All right. I'll go and see him. Maybe he's calmed down. Maybe. Christ, I haven't been to Hayworth Lab since I started showing. This is not gonna be fun. Oh, my nose needs a bath. There you are.
Did you hear about Constable Rossetti's wife's cake?
You must take your joy immediately.
Hello, it's Sally. Sally Boyle. Can I come in?
Right, ma'am. I'll get the door for you.
Miss Boyle, what a nice surprise. We haven't seen you in quite some time, have we, Constable Whistler?
Indeed, we have not, Constable Layton, and may I say, Mom, you brighten our day. Like,
Like blackberry joy.
what would we do without our blackberry joy?
And we thank you for it, don't we?
I must say Dr. Verloc is not equally thankful, seeing as you have become his primary competition.
And he nurses a broken heart.
Hell hath no fury, as they say. Are you quite sure you wish us to announce your presence?
Please.
Dr. Verloc, sir?
I said no interruption.
Dr. Verloc, sir, there is a young lady who wishes to see you.
You'll have to be more specific.
You place me in a quandary, sir, as you have expressly forbidden me to speak her name on any account.
Sally,
Hi.
come crawling back, have you?
Please don't hate me, Anton.
Oh, no? I teach you everything I know. You steal my notes.
They were my notes, Doctor.
You steal my business, and you have the nerve to come back here.
You locked me out in the rain to teach me a lesson.
And then you replace me with Bing.
Anton.
We were so close to cracking the asymmetric structure of the new molecule. I suppose you cracked it on your own after you left, didn't you?
Doctor.
Your blackberry.
Doctor!
I don't care if the General's protecting you. You've gone too far this time. Sergeant, arrest her. She's a thief. Don't let her get away.
I am sorry, Miss Boyle.
Perhaps you had better...
Yeah. Of course. Fuckity fuck. Where do I get cod liver oil now? Wait. Arthur. He was always so good at finding things. If he can survive the Garden District... He was so mad, but... He could never stay mad at me for long. Not after he told me off. I am so glad Foggy Jack doesn't live down there. I'm sorry.
For the past 14 years, I've sort of thought about what I'd say if I ever ran into you again. But being a complete jealous ass about the General was not really part of the plan.
Sir Robert's a client.
Oh, good. I mean...
I don't go around having sex with all my clients.
No. Of course not.
I could ask him. He likes to feel important.
Even after all those awful things I said.
We used to be Arthur and Sally. The two musketeers. Remember?
Did you really come here just to offer me a letter of transit? Or did you want something?
I thought we could help each other.
All right. What do you want?
I used to know I could trust you about anything.
Of course you can trust me. What is it you want?
It's going to sound stupid, but... a bottle of cod liver oil.
A bottle of cod liver oil? Like your mum used to torment you with?
What if I told you it was sort of a souvenir?
Why on earth would you want to remember your mum?
I don't know. I keep hoping I'll remember something that'll make it all better. Like maybe it was an accident and she didn't mean to poison the soup. You know how joy fucks up your memories. Look, if it's too much to ask...
I suppose it would be too much to expect. Don't worry, Arthur. I will ask my friend the General for a rotten scrap of paper just for old time's sake.
Look, it's not exactly a souvenir. Things have got a little more complicated than usual. I'm sorry I fucked everything up. I wanted to die, you know? I thought about it, but I couldn't. Not after...
After what your
what
mum
my
did.
mum did.
Look, I'll get it for you. The cod liver oil.
I missed you so. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. I'll get you that letter.
I have to go.
I'm sorry.
I really...
It just,
I'll just
came out.
go, get you that bottle. Meet you back here sometime. Let you know when I've got it.
I guess I've got to see the General now. Won't that be fun? I don't actually like long walks. Now is the time to dare and endure, right?
There they are.
There's the one!
See you. Leave my friend alone. There's the one who done it.
There's the one who did it!
I see you. You murderer.
She's got blood on her hands!
Lovely to see you, Miss Boyle.
Nice to see you, Miss Boyle.
If it moves, salute it. If it don't move, put it away. If you can,
Who will guard the Guardians? Huh? Who will guard them? Take your suppers! Over! Don't eat me! I wouldn't paper mache. Ha! You're V-meat. You're all V-meat. Chaw!
Oh, look, you've been beaten by a girl.
I hope they
Hello, boys. Keeping us safe?
Next war can't come soon enough, if you ask me, miss.
Hope the Jerrys come before my knees go, ma'am.
I'll let the Jerrys know you miss them.
don't bang at them. The less blood, the better. I'm not sure that actually was. Ours
You
not
lot
question
don't
mark.
appreciate the General, because all you know,
Well,
It's
clean
the
it
war.
again.
but back when I served with him in India, let me tell you what.
Oh, God, here he goes again with the elephant.
Now, you two bloody listen to me.
I hope the General's not in one of his oh poor me moods. It's such a chore dragging him out of them. If he's cheery, I bet he'll give me the letter of transit without a blink. Hello? Hello? Anybody home? It's Sally Boyle. I'm not a German infiltrator. Please don't ambush me. Where are they?
Miss Boyle, we weren't expecting you. Harry, why the fuck is the gate open? Excuse my French, ma'am. I told you to close it.
No, Sergeant, you didn't. You said you were going to close it, but you had to go to the loo first.
No, I didn't. I said I'm going to the loo. Why don't you close the gate?
Boys? Boys, you can close it now if you like.
Right, Harry, close the gate, if you please, whilst I accompany Miss Boyle to the General's office.
Miss Boyle! Oh, won't he be happy to see you?
He's trying to fix the boat again.
The one in the warehouse?
You mean the one in the boathouse, as his mob?
They've moved the boat to the water.
And he's got Hardy patching it up. Hardy don't hardly know which end of a boat goes in the water.
If you don't think Hardy's up to it, find me someone who does know boats. Sally!
Suppose you drift away, sir. How are we going to fetch you?
What an unexpected pleasure.
Army officers ought not to be pottering about in boats, sir.
I realise you must be out of Rainbow. You haven't been round in weeks.
Wasn't I around just a few days ago?
Damn it. Oh, and a friend of mine left the parade without his letter of transit. Now he can't go back to work. Isn't that silly?
Any friend of yours, my dear.
It's been too long, anyway.
Oddest thing, last time I was there, I could swear I heard something that sounded like a cat. But I haven't seen a cat since the war. Have you? Fortunately, I wrote myself a note. Sally's got a baby. What do you suppose that means?
Who knows? Once you hallucinated that you were back in India and you kept saying, but I don't want to shoot some poor bastard's elephant.
You're as clever a liar as I am. You can lie with the truth.
You're cruel to toy with me, General.
It's Dr. Verloc's baby, isn't it? No wonder you never told him. God knows what he'd do to a baby. You might have told me.
She's not your bloody baby. So what do you care?
Do you remember the children born after the war? We got some of them out, but they made everyone so unhappy.
Can you get us out?
I might be able to get her out if I'm very clever, but no. I can't spare you. What do you think would happen if our beloved Bobbies ran out of blackberry joy? I've a safe house. Remember that abandoned building where you threw me that masquerade ball last year? I've cleaned it up a bit. Bring her there.
I'm not sending her away.
Why not? It's traditional, a single girl in trouble, not equipped to take care of her baby. I'd have thought you'd be grateful.
You'll end up in one of Dr. Verloc's glass cells, and even I won't be able to save you.
You don't know what it's like to be alone, do you? A girl like you never is. I think you know the way out.
All right. I've got the bloody letter of transit. Arthur said he'd let me know when he had the cod liver oil. Oh, I hope he sent me something. On the blower. Wait. If the General's got the boat in the boathouse, if I can get it working, I wish I could have just got it for Arthur for old time's sake. But Gwen needs that cod liver oil.
Well, you're not my problem, I guess.
Things will look brighter in the morning.
You never see the postman, do you? But the Royal Mail is on the job.
You murderer! Leave my friend alone!
Better you than me. Oh, I've got to learn to give up some possessions, or I'm not going to win a race with a garden snail. Brilliant. Now I won't need to cross all those bridges. I wish I weren't such rubbish at tinkering. Oh, God. My feet are killing me.
a tummy, but after a
I'd
while...
see to your clothes, Mom, before some...
Should clear up soon, I imagine.
Righto.
Morning.
I've got another little tinkering job for you, Lionel.
I do so enjoy these little commissions. No one else challenges my imagination quite like you do. That's a rather odd bag. What would you need that for?
Oh, that's for certain compounds that have to be kept at a very specific temperature and pressure.
Aren't you clever? Well, it might take a little while, but I think I can figure it out. Come on back in a little while.
What can I do for you today?
Not quite what I'm looking for.
What's your pleasure, then?
That's a bit... Have you got my chemical bag?
Not quite yet. I had no idea you had to be so careful with chemicals. Give me another little...
Afternoon.
Ciao,
There
darling.
you go. Hope your bird likes it.
Flowers. Lionel, flowers.
What's your fancy?
You are not authorized. Please clear the area.
Get the rest of the land. That won't do at all.
Lovely to see you, Miss Boyle.
Nice to see you, Miss Boyle.
Attention all personnel. Soldiers found drunk on duty will be given 30 days in the brig. Soldiers found trafficking in contraband will be court-martialed and dishonorably discharged from the Home Army.
It is here. The General's Bristol pilot. My God, if I could steal a boat... But does it work?
You don't know that for sure?
Miss Boyle! How lovely to see you.
You got the boat in the water. Well, over the water anyway.
It don't leak quite as much anymore. Thing is, the motor don't turn. I mean, forget starting it. The old man's got the only key. I can't even turn it with a wrench. Rusted solid. I'd have to take it apart, but I think I'd never get it back together again.
You know a lot about boats, and you're the only one fixing it up?
Ma'am, I'm a joiner. If you need a door hung, I'm your man. Apparently, that makes me the General's expert on boats.
My dad and I patched up a Bristol pilot when I was a girl.
Is that what sort of boat it is?
Did about 20 leagues, but yeah, it wasn't really white water. So we sold it for a twin diesel schooner. Of course, the Navy requisitioned that for lake patrols. We tried to patch up a Q-boat during the occupation, but we couldn't find a ramjet. I'm not an expert.
Would you happen to know how to fix the motor?
Well, if it's rusted solid, maybe Dr. Faraday would make a new one for me.
You know Dr. Faraday? If the likes of me asked her, she'd probably zap me with one of her satanic devices.
All right, but don't tell the General.
No, ma'am. It'll be our little secret. Won't the General be surprised?
I'm just saying, maybe we should recruit.
Well, Gwen, we may just make it out of here alive after all. I just need to get Dr. Faraday to make a new boat motor for me. Then I lied my ass off to Hardy. I've never been near a boat. So I'll need to find someone who can tell me how to drive one. And I guess I'll need to steal the General's key to the boat. All right. First things first. Who can tell me about boats? Wait. Oh, the air raid shelter. Arthur and I snuck in there once. And then we walked the rail tunnels all the way back to Maidenhome. I should go down there and make sure the hatch door is still open. Never hurts to have an escape hatch. Oh. Wouldn't Arthur be pleased if he'd come up with that?
Jager Bruder?
Well, you're never gonna get married if you treat men like that. Who drinks that much whiskey? There. Aziz. Oh, that crazy old pirate. He must know about boats. They can't be hard to find. He's always at the pub. Fly me to the moon, would you? These tracks would be so much nicer with trains.
Take the bear's house with them if she could scream louder.
My goodness, what?
Mrs. Pankhurst has a shop. How long has she had a shop? I shouldn't be surprised. That woman could sew a wedding suit for an octopus. Mrs. Pankhurst. How have you been?
Couldn't be better. I was having dizzy spells, but they've gone away. Isn't that wonderful when things just sort of cure themselves?
I've been meaning to go visit the Reform Club, but my old outfit... I seem to have filled out a bit since then, if you can believe that.
Oh, remember when I made you that lovely nurse's uniform? For the Reform Club? You know, I've always wanted to visit there. Wanda's such a good friend of mine, but she never tells me what goes on there. I imagine they drink tea and discuss how to reform government and things like that.
Sort of. Not exactly.
Could you wangle me an invitation? I keep asking my friend Wanda, and she always promises, but somehow it's always next week.
I ought to be able to manage that.
If you could get me an invitation, I'd be ever so thrilled. We could go together. I'll come by when you've got one. Your new outfit should be done by then.
I wish I'd learned to sew. Well, I don't wish it. I probably have become a seamstress. Don't you look well?
Watch out for scurvy.
Hello, Miss Boyle. Usual.
Oh, I'm afraid I'm looking for someone.
He's not here. He's just stepped out. Don't know when he'll be back.
Where's the pirate?
Does he owe you money too?
No, I want to talk with him about boats.
He ran out looking for Eddie. The meat boy. Said he was on Wednesday's Hill.
Eddie McMillan? What's he doing there?
What you get when you cross an elephant with a rhino?
What?
Elephino. Watch yourself out there. The old name for that hill wasn't Wednesday.
That's goddamn creepy. Sorry, love. Girl's got to live on a budget. Mind the gap, please.